With Wrath of the Lich King Classic coming out soon, I faced a dilemma. How the fuck am I going to make this video interesting? I'm a certified S-tier World of Warcraft Classic God, which translates to I suck at video games, and I am too dumb to understand the basic raid mechanics in retail World of Warcraft. But I need something to brag about so I don't make my parents regret that I was the fastest swimmer. Dear God, I was the fastest swimmer. I think I know how it feels to be Yamcha. I solved this dilemma by forcing my World of Warcraft hating friend to play with me. Meet 𝗙𝗢𝗏. He is a certified, banging, World of Warcraft noob. We play Project 1999 EverQuest together. Wait guys. Listen, I swear I'm not completely shit at games. You've got to believe me. Kaz was rather hesitant to play. But a friend isn't a friend if you can't whore them out for content and views. So like it or not, we're going on this journey. Do you understand? I said we are going on this journey. Don't make me shank you bitch, I'll do it. I'm fucking crazy. Kaz had one condition. He wanted to play undead. As it happens, I'm quite a big fan of the undead. We were initially going to play on a fresh server. However, since the future population and faction balance were questionable, I made the safe, executive decision, and chose Grobulus. It's a PvP-RP server, but it has a good faction balance. I can't wait to get me some of the ERP. With our server decided, it was now time to go on a journey that I've been on so many times I'm starting to question my life entirely. But hey, it's new for Kaz. Stop crying. I'll release the 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 when we're done. Bitch, I've seen Fargo. Don't make me throw little Jimmy into the wood chipper. I fucking warned you. The first thing I taught Kaz was about the settings. The default settings are shit. Who the fuck wants to click each piece of loot? It took me a while to get my bearings because I've been in a Project 1999 fever dream for the last few months. I forgot what modern control schemes were like. I also had Kaz install some choice add-ons, like Bagnon, Quest E and DBM. I should probably mention that I am playing a Warlock, and Kaz is playing a Warrior. Hold on, I know my Warlock's name isn't 𝗙𝗢𝗏𝗖𝗓. I've reserved that, because when Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch hits, I'm rolling a Death Knight, it will be my main. As we walk into Death Knell I feel excited, it's time to begin our journey. What's Kaz doing? Oh god. He's reading the quest text. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing a rare scene. A Project 1999 player out of his natural habitat. He reads through all of the dialogue, without even enabling instant quest text. Lord have mercy, this is going to take a fucking eternity. As we worked on clearing the first quest, Kaz started leading me into a house. As we cleared it, he proclaimed, "This is our house now. Oh my sweet summer child, there are no camps in classic World of Warcraft. I swear it's like teaching a dog new tricks. This is a quest." A quest. Can you say quest?
A camp.
No. A quest.
A camp.
Bitch, do you want me to throw another 𝗙𝗢𝗏𝗏 into the wood chipper?
A quest. A quest. A quest, right?
Good boy. I swear these 𝗙𝗢𝗏 are as dumb as fucking rocks. When I tried to hand Kaz some mail starter gear I picked up, I was told free trial accounts cannot perform that action. Are you fucking kidding me? He subscribed to the game, you're telling me he's a trial account? I didn't even know trial accounts could play WoW Classic. It turned out that it had been such a long time since he played, that Blizzard put a hold on the payment so they could investigate it. For now, all of this potential starting gear is going to the vendor. We hand in our first set of quests. For me, I had an extra quest to get my imp. Oh fuck me, he's reading the quest text again. I guided the noob around, as I know these quests like the back of my hand. Kaz grew quite fond of the undead's ability to consume the corpses of his enemies. Every chance he could get, he bent over to get himself a bite, exclaiming "Om nom nom." When I called him out on enjoying one aspect of the game, his reply was, "Bitch, I eat people." You know, this isn't the first time he's mentioned eating people to me.
Oh fuck, did I just get EQ married?
I think you did, buddy.
I gave him the rat sheep ring. Good saves.
Got the ol' EQ ball and chain now. I hope your children have many scales.
If they don't, I'll eat him. Straight Chronos that shit.
Kaz, I'm stealing this one.
Stealing what one?
Well, thanks. You know the motto, pay it forward.
Always do.
This high elf paladin.
Kaz ate a high elf this one time.
Aurora.
I just realized you've been taking eating as a sexual act. Nah man, I eat people.
Ah, less fun.
For you maybe, XD.
I may be a weird bastard, but vor ain't my thing. But I don't think any less of you if it's your thing.
Oh gods no.
Maybe, just maybe, I've unleashed a monster onto this world. Maybe, just maybe, he'll try to eat me one day, when I've run out of 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 to throw into the wood chipper. Listen, undead may not be the min-maxer's choice, but it's the peak alpha male choice. Consuming the corpse of your enemy is the most disrespectful thing, and I fucking love it. I can't wait to start doing that in open world PvP. As intended, every little ding flooded his brain with dopamine. When we were approaching Brill, I inquired if he wanted to do trade skills, like he ever had a choice. I brought him to the Undercity and he sat on the throne. This lizard man is too fucking ambitious. Listen, I know you have all of these delusions of grandeur. No, I won't let one or two go? Bitch, who do you think I am? No, I'm not going to put lipstick on you and kiss you like a whore. I'm whoring you out for content, not for sex. What the fuck do you mean it's the same thing? I showed Kaz where the blacksmithing and mining trainers were. Meanwhile, I picked up tailoring and skinning. With our professions picked, it was time to get to work. As we slowly culled the lands Kaz would mine nodes. With every node he mined, he received a small reward of dopamine. To his frail 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 mind, all of these little icons on the map were overwhelming. I didn't even need to look at them. I tread the path I've taken dozens of times through my life. You can tell I've wasted my best years on this fucking game. I don't even lament it anymore, I just accept it. The pain of all of my best years fuels my masochistic tendencies. The pleasure of watching Kaz suffer this game fuels my sadistic tendencies. I truly am a bastard. Every time we went into town, Kaz smelted his copper and threw together a piecemeal upgrade. He's excited that he made some pants. Oh my sweet summer child, I've got you by the balls. By the time I'm done, you'll be playing this game 18 hours a day. True men of culture don't need women, we only need the game. Some of us have even perfected playing this game with one hand. The other hand, you ask? Grasped firmly on my cock, my constant erection fueled by the many lonely hours playing this fucker's game. If only I could find a woman to fulfill my degenerate masochistic whims, then life would truly be incredible. But I'm single, so we're playing more World of Warcraft Classic. After our first death, I prepared Kaz for the fact that we'd be dying a lot. He was fairly used to that concept, as in Project 1999, every time you die you lose experience. By the way, you should totally check out those videos. A link to my Project 1999 playlist is in the description. I informed Kaz that our deaths would often be at the hands of ganking players. About 95% of those ganks would occur from higher level players. Why is that? Penis envy, of course. Those ganking low-level players are taking out their revenge because they can't win in normal battles against people their own level, or their dicks are so microscopic they need to vent their anger. As we killed everything that wasn't nailed down, something was happening to Kaz. A transformation of sorts. He did not vocalize this change, but I noticed it. With every level, he received a dopamine rush. Dear God, I think he was starting to enjoy this. We ended our first day at level 8. It was more than enough for him to get a first impression of the game. After we logged out, he sent me a Discord message. That wasn't so bad. Perfect, Stockholm Syndrome is starting to kick in. I have him dancing in the palm of my hand. Dance little 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗, dance. You know what, I might release one or two of his people just to show a little good faith. After all, I'm not a complete monster. It's not like I really care that you are enjoying this game. Bitch, did you just call me a tsundere? Alright, I'm recalling my goodwill. Little pigs, let me come in. The next day we logged in and Kaz's free trial issue was solved. I was determined to use Kaz as a cloth making factory. What he didn't use for first aid, he gave to me. Our first goal of the day was to kill gnolls and collect doomweed. A meager task for two primal gaming gods. There is both an advantage and a disadvantage to leveling as a duo. The advantage, we kill shit really fast. The disadvantage, For quests where you need to collect stuff off mobs, you are killing double the mobs. While this does result in more experience, it slowed our pace considerably as 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 is packed full of these quests. After stomping 𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 into the ground, we collected and killed everything else we needed, then went back to Brill to claim our next level. We were truly living on easy street. Kaz ended up buying some bags, while I only bought one. Inventory space was at a premium. I had to reach 45 tailoring in order to make bags. Re-rolling is always a pain in the ass. If I were just making an alt I could hook us up with some nether weave bags, but sadly I've never made a character on Grobulus prior to the recording of this video. Our adventure in 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 continued north in 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗. Kaz went all in against Nissa and paid the price. He was rather confused by the fact that I suddenly invited 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 into the group. He was even more confused that 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 suddenly left without saying a word in party chat.
What? Why did he leave?
Oh, it's common courtesy to invite people to your party because boss kills and boss drops can be shared. It was clear that I would have to explain the social hierarchy and the labyrinth of unwritten rules this game has. However, I felt it was best to approach them one at a time, because I don't have an hour to explain how things work in this game. I simply explained that this game has a lot of etiquette. You get called out for not following it, yet when Johnny Douchebag doesn't follow it, no one says a thing. It's funny how shit works in this game.
Is that why someone called me a bozo and a loser last night?
𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗, did you play last night?
I made a night elf to look around, but didn't keep them.
I was curious. Kaz went off on his own and played a game he claimed he hated 48 hours ago. Boys, we got him by the balls. I repeat, we've got him by the balls. Commenced the second phase of Operation Stockholm Syndrome. After our foray with the undead we killed some murlocs and went back to Brill. Kaz accidentally challenged me to a duel, and I accepted. Knowing his first move was to charge, I closed the gap between us.
Wait, no, not meant. Fucks.
But it was too late. I dotted him up and cast fear on him, while my imp shot fireballs at him. Unfortunately it sent him quite far away, so it was difficult to keep my dots up on him. He ran up to me, I dotted him up again and cast fear, he popped out of it with Will of the Forsaken and took out half of my health pool with a single hit, winning the duel. Bullshit. That is some fucking bullshit. Watch that again. I had him. I had him by the balls. This is the crit of a lifetime from a level 9 warrior. Fuck my life, what an unlucky duel.
OMG, meant to follow.
To be frank, I was stewing. I never claimed to be a good PvPer, but that was some epic levels of bullshit. We did, however, reach level 10 upon our return to Brill. I informed Kaz that he'll have a quest to pick up from his class trainer. While I was briefly AFK, Kaz was struggling to get his first part of the quest done. I pointed him in the direction of the Skulltrager, and we dispatched 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗𝗏 the Cleaver with ease. Kaz decided to go arms, as two-handed weapons sounded more fun. I finished up my quest off-screen while Kaz was AFK. The warrior quest is quite difficult, unlike the warlock quest. For the undead warrior quest you have to go to the Agamand family crypt, and grab a bunch of weapons. This is quite the task for a solo warrior, but for a duo comprised of hardened primal gaming gods, it was a simple task. Ahem, as I said. For a duo of hardened primal gaming gods, it was a simple task. We came, we saw, we cleaned house, we hit level 11, and I finally got enough tailoring skill to make bags. Fuck, that took forever. We cleaned up the rest of the quests in 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗, we were still level 11, so we decided to go to the Specular and Silver Pine Forest to claim the rest of our level. We went back to Undercity, picked up a quest for Ragefire Chasm. Since we were there, I asked Kaz if he wanted to queue for a battleground. Kaz, being a PvP fanatic, said yes. Of course I had to explain what battlegrounds were first, as Kaz didn't have the slightest clue. We queued up, and hopped on a Zeppelin to Orgrimmar. Naturally, I showed him the best seat. Best seat. Maximum comfy. You can tell I'm an Uber Danger fan, can't you? With a welcoming change in color palette, we went into Orgrimmar to grab the flight path. Much like Kaz's World of Warcraft cherry, our queue popped while en route to the Barrens. The only thing missing from this PvP montage is some Slipknot or Limp Bizkit. While we died many times, our team easily won the match, 3-0. Then we got ported back to the Undercity. Fuck. God damn it, we're back in the Undercity. I'm calling bullshit.
Haha, that was fun.
I explained how the honor system worked. I could see the glow in Kaz's dead lifeless eyes. Oh my, all it took was 2 days to hook him? We took another Zeppelin to 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 and logged out in the end, calling it a day. Later 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 posted in the Discord.
You bastards, this game is fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stockholm Syndrome has taken full effect. We got him by the balls. The next day 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 and I made way to the Barrens. 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 regaled me with his Alliance adventures. What did you name your space goat?
Night Blight, cuz Shami.
Neat. Space goat, coast to coast. We grabbed our quests in the Barrens and went to work. As we quelled the 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 a mage passed by.
Put me in, coach.
He made me conjured food. Not water. But food. You know I'm a warlock, right? I need water, not food, you silly noob. He was a nice guy though, nice, but this food is good for nothing. After the 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 our rampage continued across the Barrens until we both hit level 14. I decided this was a good point for 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 to experience his first dungeon. We grabbed all of the quests, then I queued our group. I regret playing a warlock rather than a priest, but the spots fill up rather fast. We summon everyone to the entrance, and we are ready to rock and roll. I informed the group that 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 was a big noob. I could feel their hesitation. As we cross over into the instance, I feel like I'm missing something. I realize that something after the first pull. Oh fuck, I forgot to teach him anything about tanking. Some might say I engineered this disaster on purpose, but frankly, as a certified World of Warcraft instructor, I'm kind of shit. 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 did fine against single target mobs for the most part. But against more than one opponent it was a total shit show. I sat back and laughed. Yep, this is 100% my fault. The only MMORPG tanking experience he had was in Project 1999 EverQuest, and some in Final Fantasy XIV. His role in Project 1999 was more of a meat sponge than an aggro-holding tank. Warrior in Project 1999 is also as basic gets. Much like World of Warcraft, you need gear, lots of gear. I attempted to guide 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 the best I could, but my DPS suffered as I marked the mobs and tried to take control of a dungeon that was supposed to be under control of a massive noob. To me this is embarrassing. God, why didn't I teach him? It's like I threw a toddler in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and told him to figure out how to swim. To make matters worse, I completely forgot to get him a gun or a bow for pulling. So I ended up doing the pulling for him with my Curse of Agony. Thankfully the rest of the group was competent, but it wasn't enough to make up for my sheer lack of competency as his mentor. Go for it, we got this. 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 charged ahead into a group of 4 mobs. I immediately regretted my words. This pull spiraled out of control so fast. At this point I might have well been trolling 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 and the rest of this group. Somehow, we survived this pull. Poor 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗, in the throes of utter confusion due to my complete lack of competency, he asked,
Do I set focus or icons on healers?
Try to control each mob. I'll mark. There was nothing that would redeem me in the eyes of these people. This wasn't 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗's fault, all of the blame fell on me. I could feel the hatred they felt for me behind their keyboards. Despite my words, he couldn't control each mob, because he barely knew how to control a single mob. Despite the fact that I've been playing this game since the open vanilla beta in August 2004, and despite the fact that I played a warrior from vanilla to the end of TBC, and again at the start of Classic WoW, despite all of this, it was safe to say that the 3 other players were carrying us. Listen guys, I may have been playing this game since it came out, but I never said I was good at it. I'm a full-fledged Classic Andy, and a terrible teacher. I didn't even have a fucking wand. Look at this DPS. Look at it. Does this DPS give you the bigger picture? It's safe to say that 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 is completely fucked. Okay, marking. Kill order skull, X and square. 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 charged right in after I marked them up, and pulled the orcs on the other side as well. This is my fault. This is 100% my fault. Oh fuck, what a disaster. Despite all of the disastrous pulls before this, we had only wiped once at this point. It's a miracle the other 3 didn't rage quit. We recovered from the wipe, and stumbled our way through the dungeon. We killed Dragaman the Hungerer. As we pulled towards the final boss I taught 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗 the basics of line of sight pulling. It wasn't sinking in. Listen, this isn't his fault. I am the one to blame here. This innocent noob put all of his faith into me, and I royally screwed the pooch on this one. We killed the final boss, and I lost the roll on the robes to the other warlock. Completely missing a quest along the way, we managed to clear through Ragefire Chasm.
That was fun.
So yeah. That was my bad. We logged off for the day, and I explained everything I could about tanking to 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗. That is, everything I remembered at that time. It was safe to say, that as a teacher I am completely incompetent. However, I wouldn't let the next dungeon be a failure. Come hell or high water, or by the power of Grey Skull, I was going to shape this noob into a proper tank. I was also going to get a want. It was time to pull myself up, learn from my mistakes in teaching this noob, and work our way to max level. As it's not long until Wrath of the Lich King was upon us. We had a lot of work, and a lot of leveling to do. To cap off this video, with one more Discord message from the XR.
I gotta say, it's been hella fun.
You know what? For my blunders, we can let a few of them go. I don't think he's a flight risk anymore, but we'll keep a few around in case he needs another lesson. Once again, make sure to check out my Project 1999 content if you enjoyed this. It may be a 23-year-old game that's aged poorly, but it's some quality content to tide you over until my next video. Make sure to like, subscribe and join my Discord. For the price of a Twitch sub, you can get access to all of my videos a week early. FYI, I made a guild called the 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗖𝗘𝗗. Come and join us on Grobulus, just ask anyone online for an invite. Hey listen. I'm not completely incompetent, okay? I was a great guild leader back in the day. I ran a great guild named Immortal Legion on Thunderhorn. Well, until I went crazy after losing my job and dissolved it. Okay, seriously, I swear it's not going to go down like that. It's going to be good, I promise. Stop doubting me. Seriously, I'll prove you wrong. Until next time, gamers.